Hello, 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 hello. Owen said they were here first. I'm here first. Hey, hey. Pajama set and do-rag. Yes, that's what we're doing tonight. Hi, Javon Davis from the Bahamas. Okay. Sunny days, crazy they blew it. Baby, they definitely blew it, child. Yes. Jason Jeffries, long live Monica. Yes. Monroe Bishop Productions. Come on, PJ King. But I like my silk pajamas. And I got the do-rag. Yes. I have to like go to bed. I have an early morning. I got a lot going. Erica Tillman. Hey baby from DC. Yes. Javon from the Bahamas in the house. Yes. Camille Howard caught alive, y'all. She's happy. Thank you, Amy, for the PJ compliment. Norby said, Carlos, cast Monica on your shows. I'm Marisol Lake City, child. Okay. From DC, thank you, Kalisha Simeon. The color is giving. Latoya from Maryland, Summer Sunshine of Raindrop. Thank you for the PJ love, baby. Linda, please, has made it, child. Quentin, how are you doing, baby? We have some things to get into tonight. Know that. Know that. Know that. All right. Domo, yes, it's a velvet. Listen, this is a velvet, it's a velvet do-rag. Destiny said, I'm pissed. I didn't appreciate any of it. The gang up mentality. Yes. Heather be lying. Lisa the interrupter. All of it. So no longer is it Mia be lying. It's going to be Heather be lying. And Lisa the interrupter. You did that, baby. I'm going to use it. Now, I don't believe in plagiarism, so I'm going to ask you if I can use it, child. Okay? Know that. Know that. Erica, we got a lot to discuss, baby. I know. Okay, so where should we begin? Y'all are in here tonight, baby. 9:50 on a freaking. Hey, Sheridan, boo. Sheridan, I'm sick of Heather too. So one of my raindrops, we're gonna call Heather. Heather be lying. Heather, I have a lot to say about Heather. Heather pissed me off tonight. I'm Destiny. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Destiny, Santia. I'm livid. I'm not happy. I don't like this is the thing, raindrops. When I go live, I like to go live and have fun and to kiki with y'all and laugh and all that stuff. We still gonna do that. But fundamentally, um, I wasn't gonna go live tonight because I'm taping a podcast bro with my friend Kate Casey, who's another podcast host who has a podcast called Reality Life with Kate Casey, the amazing Kate Casey. So you guys make sure to check out her podcast too. But she's going to be a guest on my podcast, Reality with the King, that's going to drop Thursday. So I was going to wait until Thursday for you guys to hear my thoughts on Salt Lake City. And you still will. But I think what I'm going to do, hey, Kate Casey, if you're watching, I think what I'm going to do, tonight's episode will be about the reunion. And then my Thursday episode with Kate Casey on my podcast, Reality with the King, will be about Monica getting fired. And that ain't allegedly. Okay. So, look, let's get into part 3 of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion. So, news broke out hours before this reunion was airing, right? My friend Dave Quinn, who is a journalist. Hey, Portia. Hey, Tamar Braxton. Hey, Carlos King. Dave Quinn is a journalist. Okay. He is a journalist, an award-winning journalist, and a New York Times best-selling author. He broke the news tonight, hours before the premiere of part 3 of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion, that Monica Garcia departs. Not confetti. We ain't celebrating that. Steve Jobs, what do you do to my apple, Steve Jobs? Rest in peace, child. Okay. So, hey, Shannon Sharp, another journalist. Thank you, Talasia. So, my friend Dave Quinn reported that Monica allegedly departed the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, look, y'all know y'all come to me, child, is all facts. Monica got fired. Monica's not walking away from the show. I believe Monica got fired. I believe that those girls said, we don't want to film with Monica, and they had no choice but to say, fine. Monica would not be on the show. That's just what it is. She won't be back. So, as we're preparing to watch part 3, we're watching it knowing that Monica is not going to be back on the show. But with that being said, we still wanted to make sure that, okay, let's just watch it. Hey, Kylie Karma, baby. Mwah. We wanted to at least watch it to see what was going on. So look, at the end of the day, what we were watching tonight, to me, was a full display of the real Karens of Salt Lake City. That stage, besides Monica and Mary, I'm gonna call them M&M. Monica and Mary. M&M peanuts. Okay? Chocolate, peanut, and what the flavor of peanuts do I like? I like the red ones and the yellow ones and the blue ones too. So we had M&M. And last week, Mary said that she believes that Whitney was a racist, which gagged me. Jamil Simmons said Carlos came and get Monica live on Reality with the King podcast. The Huntsville show was amazing. Thank you for attending the Huntsville show, Janelle Simmons. Jamil, thank you, baby. We'll see. So, I brought up what Mary said last week tonight because it was a lot of Karen behavior on that stage. And I didn't like it. And I'm not here to say that Monica was 100% vindicated. I think Monica had moments where I was like, I was definitely like, Monica, I love you, sis, but we got to talk about these montages of you in the car going to Jen's property and then saying the FBI told you, bitch. Monica, now I watched CSI, NYPD Blue, honey. I even watched The Oval on BET. Hey, Tyler Perry. I watch all these shows, child. Now, I know that sometimes when I watch it, I do think I'm an inch eye, private eye investigator. Now, Monica, I stand for you, baby, but I'm going to call a spade, honey. And in this case, a jack. because that was a a crock of Jack. Monica, on no day are you working for the feds. If the FBI can find Monica on a Sprinter van when one of the cast, allegedly, they said one of the cast members told the FBI, tipped them off. Allegedly, it was the woman who doesn't engage. Allegedly. Okay, so Monica said that her part-time job is working for the FBI. And it was a stakeout. Monica had a stakeout. So Monica and her Nissan, honey, Altima, honey, was in the back seat, okay, with her shades on, honey. So Monica, her Nissan Altima, her homeboy, they had a stakeout in Jen's crib, okay, with her big shades, honey, driving up, working for the FBI, okay, honey, giving you Netflix true crime specialties, baby, and was staking the property to make sure they could find Jen drunk and driving, child. Monica, I love you deep. But Monica, I wasn't buying that, sis, and I love you. That made no sense, Monica. So I'm watching it like, Monica, girl, I be defending you, sis. Now, don't make me look too bad in these streets, child. So at that point, I was like, okay, Monica, unless you weren't able to fully explain your point of view, that was what we call a reach, honey. Arm and Hammer reach, honey. That was a reach. Okay. And I had to join the other girls and laugh at that one because that was like, okay, Monica, we ain't gonna we ain't gonna believe that one, sis, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay. Maybe if I'm Monica, if I'm ever able to have a conversation with you, that's one of my questions I need answer. I need to know why you were Niecy Nash and you were playing the role of rookies. Um Baby, Monica was playing the role of Niecy Nash in the TV show Rookies, honey. Monica had a badge and a blazer and her mom jeans, honey, with the belt buckle, honey. And was giving you Niecy Nash in Rookies, baby, because Monica is helping out the FBI stalking Jen's crib. Okay, so we'll call you Monica, honey, Rookies. Yes, child. Okay. So that part, I was like, Monica, let's move on from this because I'm embarrassed. Big Greg said a lot of elitist behavior from the racist Lisa. See, look, the R word, one thing about it, because I don't know these people personally, I don't know. But I did find it when Mary told Whitney, I believe you're racist, and Whitney just kind of like sat there, it was like, if you ever called a white person a racist and they're not, they are going to like turn red and like defend themselves. So that part, I was like, why aren't you like cussing Mary out? Like, you went too far with it. Y'all still want to be friends with a woman who think y'all racist. Huh. You want to be friends with a woman who said you're racist, but a woman who reposted unflattering things about you on a blog can't sit next to you. That makes no sense for me. Again, Monica going over Jen's crib, I felt that was too far, and I love her. But I'm also very honest, and that's the beauty of Carlos King, the first, a journalist, award winning at that. I'm honest. I didn't like seeing that. So Monica does have some explaining to do about that. And I would love to, get the answers from her. That's number one. Then Niecy Nash, Monica Nash, honey. So then after that, she brought on the Burn Book. Once again, I'm gonna be real. The Burn Book fell flat. I thought the Burn Book fell flat. Um, Not everyone is Kenya Moore who can bring out a prop that makes sense for the moment. Monica, you or your glam squad should have invested more time into the Burn Book. The Burn Book was a chop. The Burn Book was not as fire as it appeared to be. It was cute, the fact that you were able to mimic the iconic lines from the movie onto the book. But Monica, I love you, sis. The Burn Book fell flat. It did. It did. I know Lori Vance said it has so much potential, though. I know. Lori Vance, Monica, the Burn Book has so much potential. So when they opened it, I'm like, that's it, Monica? Who is on your team? You didn't have a PR person, a makeup artist. You couldn't borrow Tanisha. Uh, Tanisha and her baseball cap couldn't put down her curling irons and help you with the Burn Book. I'm just saying. Yes, a Real Housewife said the Burn Book was not burning. It wasn't. Yes, Tia Young, Monique Samuels, when she brought down the binder, honey, that binder was iconic. Monique Samuels would go down in history as having the most iconic prop. The binder was bindering. That Burn Book was not burning or it wasn't booking, honey. It wasn't booked. Child, it wasn't great. It just wasn't. I would have saved that for BravoTV.com blog. Not the Reality Von Teese blog, but the BravoTV.com blog. Do these housewives still do those blogs? I used to like those, but I digress. Well, they don't do the blogs anymore because what they do is these housewives befriend bloggers and they feed information to the bloggers and they like to do this. Oh my God, did you read that story that came out in page 6? Yeah, because you're the one who told the journalist what to say. Did you read what happened on realityblurb.com allegedly? Did you see what happened on Radar Online allegedly? So the reason why the BravoTV.com blogs don't work anymore is because 99% of these housewives are friends with bloggers and they feed them information. Allegedly. Okay, so then that happened. So then Esam Hudson said, Carlos, please interview Mary Cosby. Y'all want some tea? So I reached out to Mary Cosby last year, and her team said, you know, they were interested, but then they sort of like fell off the grid. And then all of a sudden, I saw that Mary Cosby follows me on Twitter. So then I think 2 weeks ago, Mary Cosby started following me on Twitter. And I was like, oh, does this mean something? So Raindrops, do me a favor, slide in Mary's DMs and tell her to come on Reality with the King. Because I want Mary to speak to me because I need to unpack her experience as a Black woman in Utah. And that leads me to my next thing, child. If y'all want Mary follows me, child. So Sutton, you know who I am. Let's get right into it, Raindrops. We're gonna talk about Heather. Heather, you're not only a bad Mormon, you are a bad person. And you are a bad friend. You are a bad reality star. You're bad, and not in the good sense. You're not even Michael Jackson bad. You're not Lady Gaga's bad romance. You're just bad. And I don't know if y'all caught this. So last week, and the week before that, and the week before that, I told you, Raindrops, that Heather is Heather is an elitist. She doesn't want certain people around her. And I called it. And it has nothing to do with just her being a white woman. Okay. This is about Heather. Destiny is right. Heather Beeline is dangerous. I'm going to go on record and saying Heather Gay is the most dangerous housewife on the air. And I'm going to tell you why. Heather, let me tell you what she said first, and I'm going to get into the last straw for me. And Raindrops, y'all rewatch this if y'all missed it. Liberia Rose said Heather was fetishizing black men the first season. I have never seen it for her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Heather reminds me of those women back in the day who would say this black man. Anyways, and then, oh my God, I think he touched me. Yeah. Okay, let's go with Heather. Heather said on tonight's reunion, under her breath, and they caught it with the subtitles. Heather said, and I quote, she said to Monica, "You don't have some of the same things we have." You don't have some of the same things we have. Who the F are you? Are you counting Monica's money, her pockets? I told y'all this from the get-go. I said they don't like Monica because they don't think Monica belongs. And Heather and her fake ass tears is trying to play this victim. And the unfortunate part is she rallied the other girls with her to go against Monica. Heather is the most dangerous housewife alive, and she cannot be trusted. She scares me because I'm going to speed through this because Heather pissed me off tonight. I'm so sick and tired of reality stars thinking it's okay to go to the press lying on producers. Because when it comes to producers, because the general public does not understand what a producer does, it's easy for these reality stars to just say, oh, well, the producer told me to say it. Well, the producer made me do it. Well, the producer did this and the producer did that. You are perpetuating this very dangerous stereotype that the world has on producers because no one understands our job. And the reason why I have this seat, and I'm the only person in this seat that actually has a production company, a full service production company who creates shows and produces talent, I'm telling you what I do for a living. And that's the reason why I'm the only person who can say it, because I'm not afraid of the people who got a problem with it. Okay? Heather lying on producers with this whole black eye thing with Jen. I know what it's like to have a housewife lie on me. And that shit follows me wherever I go. And I did nothing. I did nothing. Why should Heather be on the show if you're lying about producers and saying they hid stuff and maybe they hid footage or edit things out and y'all are okay with this woman being on the show still? But we need to kick off Monica because Monica reposted blogs about how you look. So it's dangerous when you're doing it with another housewife. But it's not dangerous when you do it to producers. Producers don't get paid the same much. We producers, okay, we're not getting paid millions of dollars to film 5 hours a day for 4 months. And then you go on your press tour trying to diss us when at the end of the day, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have a job to begin with. We're the ones making minimum wage, working 12 plus hours a day to make your show pop. And because Heather is a gross liar. She's a gross human being because how dare you sit up there and say, "Oh, I was joking about lying on producers." It's not a fucking joke. That travels with us. Lying on producers travel with us. Why is it acceptable that you could sit up here and say a producer came into your room, he was good looking? Are you guys not listening to what she's saying? When Destiny, when she said maybe a producer gave her the black eye, yes, but that's okay. But Monica, being a Latino woman who doesn't make as much as them, who Heather said you don't have as much as us, who reposted blog comments about you guys, she's dangerous. But this blonde woman sitting next to the host talking about, well, I was afraid. Why are you so afraid of these women of color on your show? You're afraid of Jen, you're afraid of Mary, and now you're afraid of Monica? Why are you guys only afraid of the women of color on the show? And then you have Whitney and her Chrissy Summers, Three's Company character. Well, you know, I feel sorry for Heather because I'm looking at her now and she had to deal with that. Poor Heather, she had to deal with this. You guys are so afraid of the women of color on the show. Are we gonna talk about it? Are we gonna talk about it? Jan was dangerous. Now Monica's dangerous. But y'all are okay with this woman named Heather lying on production about punching her in the black eye, lying on production about hiding footage, going on a press tour. You're not a bad Mormon, you're a bad person. I don't want to be around you. All of you girls should have said, we're not comfortable being around you, Heather, because if you can lie on producers, and if you can sit up there and continuously say it over and over again, then you can lie on us. But you guys are so far up Heather's ass, smelling like Pepto Bismol and Cheetos. You guys are so far up in Heather's ass that you can't even see that this woman is playing y'all the entire time because she looks like y'all, because she has the same wealth as y'all, because she fits the standard of what it's like to be in Salt Lake City like y'all. And y'all wonder why Mary doesn't have time to be on the show, because Mary knows what it is. Mary is like, I know what this is all about. There's things that I believe Mary wants to say that she's like, child, and I'm not saying Mary's perfect. I'm not saying Jen's perfect. I'm the one that was mad at Jen when Jen said, people of color always get accused of crimes they didn't do. And then she pled guilty. And it was like, well, Jen, you actually did it. Don't put people of color and because again, people of color constantly gets labeled of doing bad things. So the fact that I was so livid that they made a mockery out of production. And I'm livid because I know what it's like to be a producer. I'm livid because I know what it's like to get lied on. I have to deal with for the rest of my fucking life having a lie travel because somebody felt the need to use my name to get out the heat. So the fact that we're still seeing that happen years later, and the only reason why my name travel is because God has blessed me with this amazing career that I've always wanted since I was 12. And at the time, I was like, I was hosting other reunion shows for TV One, shows I created, Hollywood Divas and Next 15. So people knew who I was. So when I got lied on, it was like, well, Carlos must have said it because those shady producers. Those producers are shady. Those producers have no moral compass. So people believed it. And because I'm such a spiritual person, I really believe in God fighting my battles. And one day when I write my book, you guys will read about it, child. But I had to deal with that. And I'm a tough mother effer. And I dealt with it. And God has blessed me abundantly because God always said to me and to other people, I will use your enemies as a footstool to springboard you to greatness. So the fact that Heather can sit up there and lie on producers and y'all want to laugh at it, but y'all want to hold Monica's feet to the fire because she said she reposted unflattering comments about you guys. That's why the real Karens of Salt Lake City, I cannot deal with. I have no desire to watch this show anymore. I wasn't going to watch it. I only watch it because the Raindrops and Eliza Rosen, my homegirl, said, you got to watch this show. This Monica woman is everything. I wasn't checking for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Y'all were on y'all Dallas. Y'all were the lowest on the pole of excitement. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City was the least exciting to watch in my Kim Kardashian boys. You guys were the least exciting on a scale of the Real Housewives of DC to Atlanta, because at the end of the day, say what you want, the Real Housewives of Atlanta will always be the greatest housewives of all time. I don't care if they are in a struggle era, they'll get out of it eventually. But at the end of the day, on a scale of the Real Housewives of Dallas, because DC was such a chop, I'm going to mention that, on a scale of the Real Housewives of Dallas to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Salt Lake City, y'all were in Texas. Y'all were in borderline Houston chilling with George W. Bush. You had this Latina come on the show. I don't care how she got on the show. She got on the show and she made people watch. You guys never seen this much attention. A woman on your cast got arrested by the feds, and we still weren't checking for the show like that. It's disgusting to me. Heather, the reason why I'm no longer, now that Monica isn't on the show anymore, I have no desire to watch Salt Lake City. Y'all watch it. Tell me how it is. Heather reminds me of another housewife that I was like, Heather's dangerous. Heather is the most dangerous housewife. One of child, because there's another one. I'm like, but I digress. Heather ain't the one for me, baby. Heather is dangerous. I'm sick and tired of these housewives lying on producers. You had a black eye, and Jen gave it to you. And you want to sit up there and say, I was so scared of the big bad woman of color wolf named Jen Shah. I was so afraid of her that I didn't recognize myself. And then your cousin's like, oh my gosh, I know what that feels like. I feel so sorry for you. And the other women looking at you like, yeah, but like Jen is gonna get a pistol and hang you guys over the balcony like Suge Knight allegedly did. And again, I'm not here to just say Monica is innocent and everything. I just said to y'all, there's things I saw tonight with Monica that I'm like, ooh, Monica wasn't filming the stalking thing, sissy poo. We gotta talk about that. The burn book wasn't burning, sis, but I love you anyway. But Monica deserved to come back next season. If Heather can come back from lying on production, lying on the people who leave their families to go to these cities. There's not production in Salt Lake City. These producers leave their families to make an honest living. They spend nights and weekends and days to do the work, to please the audience. They do not deserve for you guys to lie on them for comedy, on your tour to sell a book That's effed up. That's effed up. Where is the love for the production? Where's the love for the producers who risk their lives shooting these reality stars who get paid way more than they do for less amount of hours? It's just it wasn't okay. And the real Karens of Salt Lake City, y'all can have that. I'm good. I'm good. You had Lisa Barlow when it came to that, when it came to Jenny Wynn. I think I'm saying her name right. Lisa Barlow defended Jenny Wynn. Jenny Wynn was the Asian woman who apparently was making racist comments on Facebook. Again, I didn't watch the show, so I was like, who is this lady? But you had Lisa Barlow say she deserved a second chance. So a woman who spoke unkindly about black people and said crazy things about people of color, mind you, she's an Asian woman. She deserves a second chance? Huh. Huh. But Monica, who ran a blog with other people, including Heather's hairstylist, Tanisha. So, Heather, it's still okay for Tanisha to give you a bump and curl, but you need Monica off the show. It's okay for Tanisha, who allegedly was a part of a blog, to still flat iron your hair and give you a bob and some waterfall curls in a bundle. You don't mind her being in your tresses, rubbing your scalp, but Monica has an exit stage left. Lisa, Jenny can get a second chance, but Monica can get a second chance. And then Camaria Brooks said, and don't forget, Whitney took a picture with Jenny just last year. You are right. And then Whitney went on her Twitter saying, "Oh my gosh, like guys, I'm at an event. I'm just taking a photo with somebody. Like, leave me alone. You guys are doing too much." No, y'all are doing too much. Y'all are doing too much. So Mary, it's funny because the thing with Mary, I kept asking myself, like, why doesn't Mary see it for these girls? Like, what? I now understand Mary more than ever. Mary is like, I can only dip in and out with you girls. Like, y'all ain't my cup of tea. I now see it. It's a very elitist crowd, and this is sad part because the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City was in their Dallas flop era. Y'all finally got the attention that y'all wanted. The Los Angeles Times did a whole entire feature on Monica saying she's unmissable. And now the only reason why we're watching the show in these numbers, y'all let go the person because you cast members allegedly told people that Monica is dangerous and she can't be trusted. And y'all knew the buzzwords to use for people to say, let's back off. So guess what? You guys want to back off of Monica? I'm going to back off of this show. I wasn't going to watch it. I only watched it because of Monica. And now that she's gone, what I'm going to watch? Lisa, her makeup artist, every scene. Whitney and her bath bowl, sound bath. Meredith not knowing how to drive and disengaging. And then Heather, her Gucci dresses and her sunglasses, talking about being a bad Mormon instead of being a bad human being. I don't want to watch that. And I don't want to. And listen, the sad part is this, and I'm going to end y'all with this. I like Angie K. But since Angie K goes where the wind blows, Hurricane Angie, hey guys, so Are we blowing on this side? And I like Angie. But Angie, in the words of Nene Leakes, get on the right team. These girls don't like you either. They just don't. They don't. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. So look, on my podcast that I'm dropping on Thursday with Kate Casey, my audio podcast, and I'll upload it on YouTube as well. We will be discussing Monica getting fired. I mean, I'm not here to say Monica departed. Monica wasn't going to leave the show. That makes no sense. We'll be discussing Monica not being asked back to get on the show, and we'll have more insight. But Raindrops, I love you all. And listen up. Before I leave, I will be making more tour announcements. I have more cities being lined up as we speak. So keep refreshing my page, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you'll see more dates. I got some great guests coming. Ashley, I'll be in DC. French Life, I will come to Philly. Tia, I'll come to DC. Sunny Days, I don't know if I'm gonna come to Long Island, New York, child, but I may be in the vicinity of New York, baby. Camille, I will come to my hometown, Detroit. Don't you worry. Everybody's in DC. Sheridan, I will be in Chicago. Destiny, Long Island. How about I go to someplace in New York, child? I'll come. Okay. Janelle, I'm definitely going to Atlanta. All right. I love you guys. I will be in California. I'll just say that. I'll be in California. All right. I love you, Raindrops, and I will see y'all on the next one. Okay. Bye.